Tom Holland's MCU contract that has been worked out between Sony and Disney has been very tense at times. Yesterday I posted a video about whether Spider-Man 4 in the MCU or not would happen after the upcoming MCU Spider-Man 3 film, which will release in November of next year with an unknown title. However, recent reports from an article from We Got This Covered revealed that Tom Holland is reportedly in talks for 6 more MCU films, and the contract looks like it could be extending. But before we get into that, if you do enjoy this type of content from daily Spider-Man news, theories, games and fan fictions, make sure to hit that subscribe button and make sure to hit the bell next to the subscribe button to not miss any of the videos as soon as they go up. And with that being said, let's get straight into the video and the news. So like I said, an article from We Got This Covered, and I'll leave a link to the source in the description down below, claims that Tom Holland is currently in talks for 6 more MCU movies. There was those rumors a while back that Tom Holland was reportedly going to play Spider-Man for 3 separate trilogies spanning 9 movies. And I want to get this out of the way right now. If this contract discussion is discussing MCU films, this probably means a whole new Spider-Man trilogy, meaning Spider-Man 4, 5 and 6, and then 3 crossover Avengers related movies as well. We Got It Covered said that the source that provided them this information was also the same source that told them that She-Hulk had a show that was in the works before its announcement, that Taskmaster would actually be the main villain for Black Widow before the trailer, and that the new Scream movie was in development. So if I'm honest, that's pretty trustworthy source, but once again, like I say about all types of things like this, take them with a grain of salt. I'm only here to tell you my thoughts on the subject and what this could potentially mean for the future going forward regarding Spider-Man. But anyway, with that being said, tell me in the comments below what you think about it as well. I'd like to hear your thoughts. So, do I think the source is right, and do I think that Tom Holland could appear in the MCU for another 6 times? Well, since Sony and Marvel are happy with the deal that they have about Spider-Man now, this could very much be possible. However, after the 3rd MCU Spider-Man film and his next crossover appearance, Sony don't really need Disney anymore, since Spider-Man's reputation has been brought up since The Amazing Spider-Man 2. So I think there's a higher chance that they could pull out of the deal and claim 100% of the profits from any upcoming Spider-Man movies. And since Far From Home was the first billion-dollar film for Spider-Man, it's not out the realm of possibility that the next Spider-Man film could almost certainly be $1 billion as well. And obviously Sony isn't getting 100% of that cut because some of it goes to Disney. But if Sony wants 100% of that, they could just pull out of the MCU and just take all the money for themselves if they make any upcoming Spider-Man movies after this. And since Sony also have their Venomverse, they could throw Tom Holland into that universe if they really wanted to as well. However, with this news and their relationship being as strong as it's ever been, quote unquote, I'm not going to say that it's not possible they continue their relationship. They have made really good and well-received Spider-Man movies up until this point, so I don't really see why they wouldn't want to continue their relationship unless the split was something to do with money, which it almost certainly always is. Although Sony don't need Disney, and while I do think there is a high possibility that they could pull out of the deal after the last MCU Spidey appearance, I do think because of this news, it's become an incentive to carry on believing that they will come to some sort of deal after MCU Spider-Man 3 and his next crossover movie with the other heroes of the MCU. So like I said, take it with a grain of salt, but also, I'd really like to see Tom Holland still stay in the MCU for a little bit longer. What do I think of the deal then? Do I like it? Yes, I think this is perfect as much as I would like Tom out of the MCU, and that would guarantee a solo and grounded Peter Parker story. I think it's interesting, and I kind of want to see where they would go next with the story. If Spider-Man 3 in the MCU is meant to be as personal as they say it's going to be for the Wallcrawler, it's defo not out of the realm of possibility that the next Spider-Man trilogy, if it happens, will be even more personal, and Spider-Man 3 will be the slingshot for the MCU Spider-Man for more personal story. I would love to see a personal MCU Spider-Man story that really digs deep into his character, and so far we haven't gotten that deep and gritty tone that many fans know and love from the original comics and shows like Spectacular Spider-Man. However, it seems they casted Tom Holland for a reason, and the fact that he's really young and he's going to complete his trilogy and still be younger than both Tobey and Andrew were before they made their first movie suggests to me that they have big plans for Holland and that they plan to stick him around for a while and for a very, very long time. If this happens, what does this mean for the character and the story? First of all, this means more MCU related Spider-Man stuff, whether that means he directly crosses over or that means that the rest of the MCU influences the upcoming Spider-Man movies. This defo means we're going to carry on seeing MCU references and such in the movie. But almost certainly this means that they're going to follow Holland's Spider-Man from a teen into a possible adulthood and then watch him grow and become more mature as Spider-Man in the MCU. I would love this prospect, and if this source is right and Holland is in talks for 6 more movies in the MCU, this could mean that Tom Holland could be in for an interesting ride for the rest of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Anyways guys, that is it for today's video. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit that like button and tell me what you think in the comments below. Do you believe the source? And if you want to see the original article about this subject, I will leave a link in the description down below if you want to go check it out. And with that being said, make sure sure to hit that like button, like I said, and subscribe if you are new, and make sure to hit the bell next to the subscribe button to not miss any more videos as soon as they are released. You can get the videos as soon as they go out, be the first to watch them. And with that being said, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace.